All right, let's do an evening briefing. This is for Sunday, the 5th of January. This is James Spann, prime time. A lot to talk about tonight. Obviously, we have windy, wet conditions tonight. We have Arctic air coming in tomorrow, maybe a few flurries. The chance of winter weather conditions across parts of the Deep South on Friday. Got about a gazillion questions this evening from all over, and I don't have a gazillion answers, but I've got a few. And again, we're going to take them one at a time. Let's begin with the ongoing situations. So we are live Sunday evening at 6:36. And again, you can see heavier showers pushing into Alabama from Mississippi. And this is just a lot of rain up in the northwestern part of the state. I do note some lightning. These are elevated storms. The air is cool and stable, but just a lot of rain falling as we speak from the shoals right down US 43, Russellville, Hackleburg, Hamilton, rain pushing into Haleyville, rain moving into Athens. It'll be in Huntsville soon. But if you go down the line, you note we've got a few polygons here in Mississippi. And the good news, let me just say up front, I don't think we have any severe weather problems in the northern two-thirds of Alabama tonight because the air is just too cool and stable. In fact, look at this. Some spots are in the middle 40s over on the eastern side of the state. It's 46 in Ashland, 49 in Center, 50s over West Alabama. Dew points are down in the 50s. Really the only place in Alabama with those good quality higher dew points down in the southwestern counties of the state. Mobile is sitting at 69 with a dew point of 64. So if we have any severe storms, it would be across the southwestern counties of the state. And even there, it's just a low-end threat tonight. But again, having said that, of course, anytime people see tornado warnings in Mississippi, they immediately think they'll extend into Alabama. But the air mass is radically different from Mississippi to Alabama in this case. We've got this cool, stable air. We've had evaporative cooling today. And obviously, you're not going to see severe storms with temperatures in the 40s and low 50s and dew points in the 40s and 50s. But having said that, let's flip over to the Jackson radar and take a look at these two circulations, and you can see we've got them pretty well defined. We've got one circulation that is just east of Carthage, Mississippi. And you can see that polygon, this is about 20 miles north of Interstate 20, north of Forest. And again, that circulation is moving in that direction. The town of Philadelphia, Mississippi is right here. There's Knox Pater, Mississippi. And again, this thing will dissipate by the time it reaches Alabama. We're just not concerned about tornado problems here, despite the fact that's a fairly decent-looking signature here. And you can see the other circulation is right here. So we've got this one and this one, two distinct circulations, and we'll keep an eye on those. I mean, look, you've heard me say this a gazillion times. When it comes to thunderstorms, what do? Expect the unexpected. But again, as this line pushes into a cool, stable air mass, we just don't expect a severe weather problem. Now, it's windy tonight. Understand that. We've got strong gradient winds that will be very gusty, but that's not related to storms. That is related to a pressure gradient. In fact, there is a wind advisory for all the counties in brown on this map, basically the northern two-thirds of the state. And again, we could see winds, gradient winds, not related to storms, gusting up to maybe 35, maybe 40 miles per hour on the high end. And again, obviously to the north, it's a big mess. We've got winter storm warnings in effect all the way from Kansas City to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. And ice storm warning for parts of southern Missouri over toward Evansville, Indiana. And if you've watched my social media feeds today, you've seen all these photographs and videos of the big snow and sleet ice event going on there. And it's a mess. I would not want to be driving. In fact, I don't know if you saw the image of that state trooper car in Kentucky that was rear-ended by a vehicle that was out of control. But it's pretty rough in through there. So hopefully folks are just kind of settled in for the night. And then tomorrow, people are going to, the next question is, so we've got this big rain mass coming in here, Arctic air coming in tomorrow. Could there be any icy travel problems tomorrow morning in Alabama? And really, I don't think so. So this is the high-resolution HRM model. This is valid tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. And you can see temperatures are generally above freezing. In fact, all the temperatures are above freezing. We got mostly mid-30s for North Alabama. And by the way, they're going to stay there all day. Temperatures will not budge at all. And with a fierce north wind, you're going to have a wind chill index below freezing all day for the northern half of the state. But in terms of everything, travel, no problems. We just see temperatures above freezing tomorrow morning. If there's any standing water, it'll just be water. Now, having said that, during the morning tomorrow, in fact, during the day, we're probably going to see snow flurries and snow showers. And again, with temperatures above freezing, we expect no impact at all. We'll be in the mid-30s with those snow showers and snow flurries. And again, it'll be interesting to see if we can get maybe a little lake effect snow band coming off of Wheeler Lake or some of the lakes up on the Tennessee River, like Lake Gunnersville. And if that is the case, if we can see a little finger of maybe a lake effect snow band, that might put a dusting down. But for most spots, no accumulation, no impact, just a curiosity that everybody will be talking about. We all know when there's one flake of snow, everybody talks about it. So windy, cold, maybe a few flurries or snow showers tomorrow. So the next issue, it's Friday. Do we even want to look at this stuff? Oh, sure. And again, let me just say that I can't answer your questions right now. You want to know about your town and your county. When does it start? How much snow will fall? Will there be ice? Will it be rain? I'm not ready to answer those questions yet, and quite frankly, I don't think anybody is. But having said that, the models are very consistent. They're closing in on a good idea of the pattern of a surface low forming on the Louisiana coast Thursday night, Friday morning. So this is Friday morning at 6 o'clock off the American GFS model. And on these maps, orange, that's sleet. Pink, that's freezing rain, which has to be the least favorite type of winter weather. And the blue, that would be snow. And this is suggesting precipitation will likely begin a little before sunrise Friday morning. And over the northern half of the state, this will be a wintry mix of freezing rain, some sleet, and snow. So it is conceivable we could see travel impact as early as Friday morning over the northern half of the state. Now, South Alabama, just a cold rain. And, of course, the question is, where is that magical line that separates a nuisance rain, a cold rain, from ice, snow, and high impact? And, of course, we're certainly not ready to draw that yet. But, again, the model here is suggesting it might be just below Interstate 20. So this is noon on Friday. And again, this is the American GFS, and it still shows along and north of Interstate 20 that wintry mix of snow and freezing rain continuing. Let's keep going. This is Friday evening at 6 o'clock, and kind of a nose of warmer air comes in from the south, and this is suggesting things change to rain up to Cullman, Hamilton, Anniston, with snow and freezing rain continuing for the Tennessee Valley. So let's look at the European real quick, just a different opinion here. This is a different model. This is Friday morning at 10 o'clock, and it's very similar. They are almost in lockstep with each other. This is Friday morning at 10. The European suggesting a lot of freezing rain for parts of North Alabama with some snow near the Tennessee state line. So I think we can say with confidence there is a decent chance there will be a wintry mix over the northern half of the state beginning very early Friday morning, which could impact travel Friday morning, that lingers into the day through much of North Alabama. And again, probably we'll see a change to rain for some of the central counties, but here's a look at these snow maps that I detest. You see these all over social media, but as we get closer to the event, they become somewhat useful. Remember, when you look at these model snow maps, all of them are wrong. Some are useful, but all of them are wrong. But this gives you an idea. This is coming off the European, showing maybe an inch for the Tennessee Valley. And remember, south of the snow zone there, we're going to have more freezing rain and ice than snow. This is the American GFS model. Snow accumulation a little higher for the Tennessee Valley, maybe a couple of inches there. But again, just the screaming message here is that we could have an impact winter weather situation on Friday that affects travel and commerce and schools and businesses and everything else. And once we get the system tonight out of here, tomorrow, we can really focus on this. We'll see what the atmosphere looks like tomorrow after the passage of this storm system tonight. And this will be within the American upper air network, the upper air wave that's going to generate this surface low, and confidence begins to increase. And if needed, watches will be issued, winter storm watches by Wednesday night. And we'll just see how the whole thing plays out. Here's a look at and I love this product. I mean, out of all these products, this is probably my favorite when it comes to looking at snow. And I know that's not pretty, and the consultants don't like it, and people might not understand it, but by golly, it's a good product. This is the snow plume coming off the European Ensemble. Remember, the ensembles, you've got 51 members run in a little different way, all 51 members, to give you a range of possibilities. And that's the best way of looking at this. So you got one member that's at 5 inches, and this is for Birmingham, and that's an outlier. And you got a couple up there in the 2 and 3 inch range, but most of the members are down there well under 1 inch for Birmingham. The mean, it's basically a trace. And this could change. And again, we're not ready to throw out numbers and forecast specific impact and accumulation totals. We're not ready to do that yet. This is just an idea. But you see the range here from basically nothing up to a few inches for Birmingham. And if you're in Huntsville, the Shoals, Athens, your numbers will be higher than this in terms of snow. But remember, it's not all snow. There's going to be some freezing rain involved. But again, the one thing we can promise is going to be much colder this week. Now, these are for Birmingham. Your number will be different. Notice the high tomorrow, 37. We're going to sit in the mid-30s all day. And the wind chill index tomorrow, below freezing all day. It's going to be a very raw day with snow flurries. And with sunshine in full force, we could touch 40 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But look at the low Thursday morning, 20. Many places will be in the teens Thursday morning over North Alabama. And then Friday, with the winter storm moving in, we'll be in the 30s all day. And again, long range, real quick, still blue. This is for the 13th through the 19th. So let's go back to the radar quickly. Again, we're live at 6:47. And we're watching a massive rain moving into Alabama from Mississippi. And again, we do note the Weather Service in Jackson, they have posted a couple of tornado warnings, and we're not concerned about Alabama in terms of tornado activity tonight or really severe storms. But we've got one circulation that is much broader now that will be passing north of Philadelphia, Mississippi, up in this direction right here. And the second circulation is moving out of this initial polygon right here. And again, both of these are broadening out. And is what's going to happen, this line will move into this cool, stable air mass over Alabama. And again, you'll see the intensities go down. The lightning output will be going down. And it's just going to basically rain tonight. But again, remember, gradient winds will be pretty strong. Not related to storms. Gusts could be up there in the 30, 35 mile per hour bracket in spots, but I don't think that'll be enough to cause major power outages, maybe a few scattered outages, but that's not related to storms. That's a gradient wind. And remember, tomorrow morning it's going to be cold. We'll be in the 30s with wind chill indices way below freezing. We stay in the 30s all day, and there will be snow flurries around and snow showers around tomorrow. That's high-resolution HER model, valid tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. But we expect no impact with temperatures above freezing, and then we're just dry and cold for midweek, and then that winter weather mess comes in here on Friday. And we'll begin to, with each passing day as we get closer to this, we'll be able to be a little more specific, but we're just not quite ready to give you your answer. You give us the name of your hometown. Is it going to rain? Will we have freezing rain, sleet, snow? Can I drive to work Friday? I've got travel plans on Friday. And let me just say this one thing, too. I rarely ever give travel advice. I just don't do that because everybody has a different risk tolerance level. For some people, driving in the rain, it's dangerous. For some people, it's no big deal. But what we try and do is give you decisions so that you can make, or give you information so that you can make that decision yourself on do you need to travel. But I would say it could be a little dicey over the northern part of Alabama Friday. Maybe during the pre-dawn hours. This precipitation will likely start before sunrise Friday morning. And again, you can see the concept is the northern third, maybe northern half of the state. So we'll be watching all this very carefully. And again, I'm working the TV shift here tonight, so I can't stay long. Just wanted to kind of hop in with this quick update. I'll have a full discussion and new video tomorrow morning. And if you're new here, we do these twice a day. I do these twice a day, every morning about 5:45, in the afternoon about 2:45 on my YouTube channel and the Facebook page. We have supplementary notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. And of course, we invite you to watch us on ABC 3340 News tonight at 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Sunday evening, and God bless.